our day-to-day operations wouldn't be the same without our over 2,500 employees that are taking care of our residents day and night. And as a company, Edgewood is committed to making sure all those employees have the proper protection, the equipment, the resources they need to be able to do their jobs and care for our residents. So with that being said, I'll introduce Jenny here quickly. Jenny Sylvester is our corporate purchasing coordinator. Jenny's been really at the heart of most of searching for all this PPE that we need for our employees, the ordering, managing the inventory, shuffling it around between all of our communities to make sure everyone has what they need to care for our residents. So thank you, Jenny, you're awesome. Thanks for everything that you've been doing. I also want to introduce Erin Sloth. Erin is with the Teehive and Just for Kicks. They're a business based out of Baxter, Minnesota. And Erin's going to help us share a little bit of the story of how Edgewood and the Teehive got connected. But if you want to start, Erin, just tell us a little bit about your business, kind of what you guys do, and maybe how the last few weeks and months have affected your day-to-day.
Sure. So yeah, our business was drastically affected by this, and along with a lot of other people. Our business was started Just for Kicks, the dance bar, in 1981, and the Teehive was formed in 2009. And so we had about 50 employees in our manufacturing business. And when all this hit, we basically quit all of our operations because there was nothing to produce as far as, you know, from sporting events to family get-togethers, all that stuff just basically came to an end, a halt. So a few of our managers were just sitting around thinking, what are we going to do? And that's kind of when it led into some face masks and gowns. We found there was a huge demand and a huge need for this. And so it's kind of how it started. And here we are today doing it. So it's kind of a unique situation.
Yes, that's awesome and so cool. And so we're so thankful that you guys were able to do that and kind of think outside the box and switch up what you guys were doing to be able to help all those healthcare workers out there. So how did the Teehive kind of get connected with Edgewood? How did that come about?
So my sister-in-law works at the Edgewood in Baxter, and I've actually had a couple family members, my great aunt and my grandpa, go through there as well. And we're a pretty close family, and she was just saying, we were just talking one weekend. I said, yeah, we're kind of switched over to making face masks, and you know, we've had another company reach out to us about some gowns, and she said, really, you know, she was just not really thinking anything of it. And then all of a sudden that week she called me and she said, what do you guys, you know, how many of you guys can you make and what's the price? And I said, well, I'm not quite up to date on it yet. I'll refer them to another guy we work with that was kind of in the sales part of it. And so then it kind of escalated from there, and I think the owner ended up calling us, and it just went from Jesse kind of on a low level of buying stuff to the whole Edgewood wanting to providing for everybody, which was great and awesome that we could do that, and which was nice on our end because we were able to bring back some of our employees and staff to, you know, we found a market through these bad times that there's something that we can help out with and able to bring employees back to provide. So it's kind of a cool story how it all came about.
Yeah, it is. And it's awesome how that one connection, like you said, has impacted thousands of employees and residents across multiple states. It's way bigger than just your connection in Baxter there. So we're really thankful for that and for your team. And like I mentioned earlier, Jenny has been in the heart of managing this and really has had the pleasure to work with you guys, your team, and has met some of them when they delivered the gowns to us. And so Jenny, what is it meant to Edgewood to be able to connect with the Teehive and get these resources?
Like most healthcare companies across the country, we've been struggling to obtain sufficient amounts of PPE. So thank you for connecting with Edgewood and presenting us with this amazing opportunity. These 1,500 washable gowns will help protect nearly 4,000 residents across 7 states. Your company is positively impacting so many lives, as well as our employees. The Teehive team has been very humble about the awesome things that their team is doing. We truly appreciate that we're all in this together. It's not about the money, but how we're all protecting each other, including our very vulnerable senior population. So again, we thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Thanks, Jenny. So I just wanted to thank you guys again for joining us today, sharing your story. And we want to thank your team, Erin, everyone, what they're doing there. We want to thank our entire Edgewood team out across all of our 7 states. We hope these supplies find you well and continue to take great care of our seniors.
Thank you, everyone.
Right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.